Welcome back, everybody. Vision Sports TV. Now, I just want to dive into the 168-pound division right now. Okay. Starting off, we got Canelo Alvarez. He is the undisputed champion at 168. And we done heard news that Canelo could be fighting Jermall Charlo and Terrence Crawford at the end of the year. Now, we all want to see him fight Dave Benavidez. But it looks like Canelo is going to be fighting Charlo, which I'm definitely actually believing that he will fight Charlo. He will fight. I'm pretty sure he'll be fighting Charlo, which Canelo, come on, dude. You gotta get Charlo off of that list, man. You cannot fight Jermall Charlo when you got David Benavidez sitting right there. Okay. You should be fighting Terrence Crawford and then David Benavidez. Jermall Charlo should be nowhere near on your list. He should have lost his opportunity once he was out for 2 years and then he finally came back. Jermall Charlo was out for 2 years, finally came back on November the 25th, and he fought Jose Benavidez, who everybody beats Jose Benavidez because Jose Benavidez don't move his head. He's easy to hit, and he's also not even dedicated to the sport of boxing right now. This dude is an actor. This dude is not. He be in movies and stuff. He's not. And you can sit there and tell Jose Benavidez is not really for the sport right now. So Jermall Charlo, you don't get any credit for beating that guy. That was a good tune-up fight for you, dude. And if y'all haven't seen that video on that, I got a video about that. About reviewing that fight. Everybody's seen that fight with Charlo against Benavidez, and they talking about, oh yeah, Charlo looks so good. No, he didn't. He fought a guy who everybody looks good against. So I'm not going to give Jermall Charlo credit for that fight because everybody beats Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez is easy to beat. Now Jose Benavidez looked good in that fight to me, though. Charlo, he looked like Charlo. He looked all right. Benavidez looked better than he ever looked. Jose Benavidez, the older brother of David Benavidez. Now, Canelo, you do not fight Jermall Charlo, dude. Jermall Charlo, he don't deserve that fight right now. He needs to get in that ring and he need to fight more than he talking about he want to fight 4 times this year. He know good and well he not fighting 4 times this year. Jermall Charlo says a whole bunch of nothing every time he go up. Every time he says something in the media, it's about a bunch of somethings that we know is not going to happen. Every time Jermall Charlo says something, you know it ain't going to be true. You know it ain't going to happen.
Calling everybody out.
And that's
Sugar
what
Ray
we do.
Leonard, listen.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Right.
We can call Canelo out for 5-6 years already.
Then fight the next best guy, the Mexican monster.
Yeah, y'all definitely known for calling people out, not fighting none of them.
Years already.
Then fight the next best guy, the Mexican monster.
Who?
Benavidez.
He ain't no Mexican monster.
Oh, everybody's scared of him. Nobody's fighting him.
We box. We're not scared of no human on earth.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world
said he got nothing to offer. That's how you know right there. In boxing, everybody, I want y'all to pay attention to this. When a fighter says that they ain't got nothing to offer, that means they ain't fight.
looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Bello. All of them.
Come on. We want Benavidez.
He want
the real one of the homies shit. We can get in there and tangle.
Call them some bitches. You gotta be like the Roberto Duran. Suck this. Give me this, motherfucker. Get in the ring. We signed a contract, bitch. And then that's why you're.
Sorry, Mike. Charlo's not like that. He ain't one of them fighters from back in the day that he don't got that mindset like that. And you know, it's okay. It's okay to not have that mindset, but don't act like you do when you don't. That's all I'm saying. Now, we all know that Charlo. We've all heard the slap heard around the world.
Damn.
You need to fight Caleb Plant. That's the only fight you need to be worrying about, Jamal. You need to fight Caleb Plant. But of course, Charlo talking about everybody but that.
The next fight, the belt will be on the line. And if it's at 160, that's where it's going. If I gotta go to 168, I'll go to 168 and fight for this interim belt that he just won or he just defended tonight.
That's too many options, Charlo. Too many options. That means you ain't gonna do none of that. Listen, let me tell you what you gonna do, Charlo. You gonna only fight Canelo. If you can't fight Canelo, you're retiring or you gonna go on another hiatus. Let's just keep it 100. You're not fighting Jenna Beck. You ain't fighting nobody at 160. You're not fighting Benavidez. And you ain't fighting Plant. You ain't fighting none of them. So just calm down. Canelo, go ahead and fight Charlo, because Canelo, if you don't fight Charlo, Charlo's not gonna fight at all. Now, Canelo, you gonna be going against Crawford. I'm pretty sure you are. You've been fighting nobody but guys coming up from lower weight classes because you act like you not big enough for the division you're in. You don't want to fight David Benavidez because you know David Benavidez bigger than you. He's younger than you. He's possibly stronger than you. More durable. Well, I don't know if he's more durable than you. He possibly is because he's younger. He don't have as many miles on his body as you, Canelo. And he's a true 168, which has to actually come down in weight to make 168. You yourself had to come up from 154 to get to 168. So Canelo, you're a little bit smaller for the weight class. Benavidez could go up to 175, 200 easily. You can't, Canelo. So I understand why you don't want to fight Benavidez. But if you do, but you made this decision, Canelo, to go to 168 and win the undisputed titles. Now you have to defend them against anybody who's at 168. If you didn't think you was going to be able to do it, then you shouldn't have got to the division. Canelo, all you got to do is fight David Benavidez. We won't even trip if you lose to him. You know why? Because you at least went against the guy that's younger and deserving of that spot, that mandatory. You know why that dude, Julio Cesar Chavez, is so revered and loved? Because he went against everybody and he went through all of their punches. Real Mexicans, they don't really rock with you like that, Canelo. I talk to a lot of Mexicans. I talk to a lot of Hispanics and Mexicans in general. They don't even speak a lick of English. I talk to them real Mexican fans, and they don't really rock with you like that, Canelo. I asked them about you, and they be like, "Oh no, Canelo, no. He too flashy. He only care about the money. He not really a warrior like that. He's not like one of us. He don't really. He wants the mainstream and the attention. He don't really fight for warriors. That they don't really rock with you like that, Canelo." What you're gonna have to do, Canelo, is you're gonna have to start fighting these guys at these mandatories. Now, Canelo, you have a great resume. I will give you that. You have a great resume for what you've been able to do, going up all these weight classes and going all the way to 175. That's incredible for 154. But let's remember, Roy Jones went all the way up to heavyweight from 154 and won the heavyweight championship. I'm not saying it to diminish your accomplishment, Canelo. I'm just saying that you have a great resume, but put a young Benavidez on there, win, lose, or draw, your name gonna be still solidified. But you can't go up to 168, get undisputed, and then start ducking everybody. That come on, man. You can't do that, man. Now, if you want to go ahead and not fight these guys, go ahead and vacate the belts and go ahead and fight. Do some sideshows that's gonna make a lot of money. But don't start doing these sideshows and you holding all the belts. Because you know you got some real 168 pounders up there that's ready to get them belts. I know Canelo, you trying to be one of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time, but they not gonna love you like they love Julio Cesar Chavez. Got up there. Boy got up there and tore the whole. See, that's what you get. Big boy got up there and tore the whole stage down. Come on, dog. You know you know you couldn't. You know you shouldn't have stepped on that platform. But anyways, you're not gonna get this the fans like this, Canelo. They love this man right here because he fought all the fights. His style was true Mexican, and they love this nigga. But I talk to true Mexicans, they don't really rock with you like that, Canelo. So you need to fight Benavidez, man. This man right here, Julio Cesar Chavez, he went against Oscar De La Hoya twice in a row and lost. But that didn't put a stain on him because he went out like a warrior. Canelo, you wanna go against Jamal Charlo. This is who you facing. Canelo. A guy like this.
You want to fight me? You want to fight me? You want to fight me? Why not? I'll fight you. Come on. Which weight? You want to fight me? I'll fight you. Which weight? 68.
Look at Bivol. He looking at Charlo like, Charlo, you know you ain't fighting nobody, man. Why you even coming up to me, dog? You ain't even got a belt at 168. What are you talking about? You act like you don't even know what weight class you want to fight at.
Yeah, it could be. For belts. But you know, my goal, to be honest, fighting for belts. Yeah.
Undisputed, right now. You want to fight me?
You understand?
Undisputed right now. You're not even in the weight class. What are you talking about?
We have to ask Canelo to vacate those titles first.
He's undisputed.
As soon as he vacates, that would be a great fight.
You, Charlo, run up around here playing. Ain't nobody up here playing but you.
Who? I just WC. WC?
160.
160.
And Bivol's confused. He like, this dude don't want to fight and this dude sound crazy. Anyway, man, Canelo, skip this dude, man, and fight Jaime Munguia or somebody like that. Because it's ridiculous, man. Now, Canelo, you want to go out being one of the best Mexican fighters of all time? You need to fight these guys, man. Go out fighting Benavidez. You understand what I'm saying? But you the undisputed champion, you #1. Now, we all know you got this guy by the name of
Introducing David El Monstruo Benavidez.
got this guy Benavidez, man, in the division. He's #2 ranked. He's an interim world champion. He had the belts. He got stripped. He got it back, and now he's an interim world champion. He's waiting for Canelo to fight him. Canelo hasn't even talked about Benavidez. And let me tell you something about Canelo. Every time Canelo gets asked about Benavidez, Canelo be confident about everybody else. Oh yeah, I'll knock him out. Oh yeah, we'll get that fight. Oh yeah, we trying to get that. Oh yeah, rematch Bivol. All this and that and the other. Soon as they talk about a fight that could potentially happen and that should happen, Canelo starts tripping. Soon as they ask Canelo about Benavidez, he walk off. Soon as they ask him about it, what about Benavidez? Then Canelo, we have to see, and walk off. Anybody else they talk about, Crawford, Charlo, Plant, anybody else, Canelo, oh yeah, we try to make that fight, we making the fight, we da-da-da-da. Ask about Benavidez, Oh nah, Canelo quiet. Canelo get quiet. That nigga, he get quiet. He walk off. Every time they ask about Canelo, every time they ask about Benavidez, this dude just be like, "Oh, I have to talk to my team." All of a sudden, it's I gotta talk to my team. We gotta see about that. And then he walk off. Come on, man, Canelo ain't. You know what, Canelo, you disappoint me because I actually thought that you used to fight everybody, and so I was like, man, you know what, he not gonna fight Dave Benavidez right now. He gonna wait a little bit, but now I see you not gonna fight. I don't think you not fighting Dave Ben. I don't see you fighting Dave Benavidez, man. You might still. I give you a slight chance that you still might fight him, maybe next year, but it's looking like more and more you not gonna fight him. That's what it's looking like, man. And it's not right. It's sad. But Dave Benavidez is 28-0. He got 24 KOs. He just beat Demetrius Andrade, and Demetrius Andrade is a two-time world champion. He looked really good against he looked really good against Demetrius Andrade. Andrade had a good performance, if you ask me. You know, I thought Andrade had a good performance. Leading up to when he got knocked out. You know, I thought you had a pretty good performance against Benavidez before you ended up getting knocked out. But Benavidez, he just paced himself a little bit and he ended up knocking you out, my dude. But Andre, he came up for 154. Andre came up for 154 as well. You know what I'm saying? So, that would be more up Canelo's out. Somebody that's coming up from a lower weight class than somebody who's already there. Canelo, you did beat Callum Smith. I give you credit for that one. Now Benavidez, you be doing it too. You be fighting these guys coming up from lower weight classes. It's time for you to fight this somebody that's really 168 who's cutting weight to get to 168 too. Now we do have this guy named. Now we got David Morrell. David Morrell, he's gonna be the biggest obstacle to David Benavidez because David Morrell is your size. David Benavidez, he's a true 168. Okay, David Morrell's in the green shorts. He's about your size, dude. But I do believe that David Benavidez should try to fight Canelo first before he goes at the Morrell, or try to fight a guy named Jaime Munguia. Now, Jaime Munguia had a great showing against a guy named John Ryder. Okay, he fought John Ryder on January 27th. He had a great performance. I ain't gonna lie, Jaime Munguia, he wasn't that. I don't think he's that good. But against John Ryder, he showed yes, he's a really good fighter. He's a really good fighter. Okay, he's a really good fighter, and he got with Freddie Roach, and now Jaime Munguia looks good out there. His punches aren't as crazy as they was. They're sharp now. They're crisp and everything, and he looked good in this fight. His punches looked way more crisp than they usually do. I think Ryder should just go ahead and retire. If you haven't seen my video on the review for this fight, go ahead and check that out. But Jaime Munguia, he looked good in this fight. He looked really good. So I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo versus John Ryder. Maybe maybe Jaime Munguia versus Dave Benavidez. If David Benavidez can't get that Canelo fight, that might still be a good fight for him. That might be still a good fight for Jaime Munguia. If he can't get that fight versus if Dave Benavidez can't get that fight versus Canelo, it might be a good fight. Get in there with Jaime Munguia. That's a good fight right there. But you got Dave Morrell, you got Jaime Munguia. Them two are in this division. This is one of the most exciting divisions in the sport of boxing, and it's probably, I would say, it's even more exciting than the 140 division because you actually have more of a chance of seeing these guys fighting each other. The 140 division, I'm sorry, y'all not gonna see none of them fights, man. It's a shame. It's gonna Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, these guys are going to single-handedly bring that division down because they're not going to fight anybody. And these promoters, they're going to bring it down as well. Everybody's gonna be clamoring for these fights, and this is gonna be a bunch of he said, she say Twitter battles. But anyway, I digress from that. These guys at 168, there's a better chance of these guys fighting each other. Let's go down the list. We got Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is a great fighter. Caleb Plant fought last year. He fought against Dave Benavidez on March 25th. That was a good fight. That was a good fight right there. Caleb Plant, he needs to fight Charlo. You know what I mean? I think that's a great fight. Him and Charlo. You got Christian Mbili. Christian Mbili is a great fighter. He's a big dude, and he got heavy hands. Murdoch, he just gonna take you to the ropes. He gonna take you to the ropes, and he just gonna stand right in there and keep going. You know, and Mbili is a beast, man. You know, he fighting this dude look like Chris Algieri, but you know this dude right here, Christian Mbili, he's a big dude. He's a heavy puncher, and he gonna keep you right there. He ended up stopping Murdoch as well. So I mean, he's a true 168. This dude is a big dude, man. So that's a great fighter. You also have Diego Pacheco. He's a great fighter. He's a nice upcoming fighter. He's 20-0. Christian Bieler 26-0, but Diego Pacheco, he's 20-0. He be sparring with David Benavidez. He's up and coming. So I think that so you know that's a good fighter that's in the division. It could be coming up soon. So you know this 168-pound division is a great division, and it's exciting. It's an exciting division. Let me know, you know, what fights y'all want to see at this weight class. You know, it's a lot of great talent coming up. A lot of great potential for these great fights coming up. And that's the 168-pound division right there, man. Subscribe to this channel if you like this video and if you want to see more. And let me know what y'all think. All right. Vision Sports TV. I'm out.